Welcome back, Crimlets, to another Minecraft mod review. Today we're checking out the Dimensional Doors mod for 1.17. This mod adds in, you guessed it, dimensional doors that will lead you to dungeons, puzzle rooms, treasure rooms, or even your own private dimension. Let's first take a look at the rifts that naturally spawn in your world. These will spawn in random locations. Entering one will send you to a random pocket dimension that can have traps, puzzles, or just nothing. Some dungeons will have another door leading further in, and others will have dead ends. Be aware that the block, Fabric of Reality, looks exactly like the Void, so be careful where you step. When you leave the pocket dungeon, the rift will be destroyed. It can be functional again by using a rift blade or by placing an iron door on it. Using the rift blade will change what pocket dimension you go to, whereas the iron door will make it so you go to the same pocket dimension as it was before. Please note that I'm reviewing an unstable version of this mod, so things like the game crashing and hanging are possible. The main item you should be looking for in these loot rooms is called World Thread. This is the core crafting material for most of the items in this mod. World Thread is used to craft the woven World Thread armor set, all of the different color variants of altered fabric, and also used to craft Fabric of Reality. Now that you have a way to get altered fabric, you can now make stable fabric. I suggest that you download REI so you'll have an easier time with the crafting recipes. Oh, and you also can obtain Fabric of Reality and Altered Fabric by using a Silk Touch pickaxe. Stable Fabric is used to make rift removers, rift signatures, and rift stabilizers. Rift removers will, well, remove a rift core that emits the black particles / Enderman, just as it states in the name. Rift stabilizers will, guess what? Stabilize the rift core and make it so it won't spread any further. Rift signatures and stabilized rift signatures can be used to teleport from one place to another. Right click the ground to bound one signature to that coordinate and then use another to bound it to a different coordinate. This seems to be broken in this version of the mod. When right clicking the rift core, it will create a rift. What's supposed to happen is you should be teleported to other rift core that you placed on a different coordinate. In the, I think 1.12.2 version of this mod, it works. So if this is a big issue to you, then definitely go use that version of the mod instead. Also, I'd like to mention, creating too many of these core rifts will lead to a massive spawn rate of Endermen. Use at your own demise. The Rift Sword, like I said previously, is used to make the Rift cores functional again, and it also can be used like a normal weapon. Now moving on to the craftable doors in this mod. The iron door creates a public pocket dimension where you and your friends can build in. You can also place down iron doors within the pocket dimension to have a pocket dimension within a pocket dimension. Now, it seems like it's a little dodgy with how this works, because the other day I got it to work, but today it just wasn't working, so take that with a grain of salt. But if you do somehow make it work, be careful though. If you place down too many, it will take a while to get out, and you might never, ever get out. No, I'm just kidding, you'll eventually get out. Anyways, the quartz door will create your own private pocket dimension, where you can build anything you like in there, so other players will not be able to get into that dimension. It's just for you. It's kind of like an ender chest, except you can, you know, go in to it. Okay. The gold door is a craftable version of the naturally spawning rifts, except this portal won't break down into a rift core after first use. And the last door is the oak door, which I honestly don't know the use of this door. It's just like the gold door, but cheaper to make. It sends you to the same dungeons, same puzzles. It's just kind of got the same mechanics as the gold one and the naturally spawning rifts. So if you know a specific use for the oak door, please do tell me in the comments below. There are other uncraftable wooden doors, but they seem to be a work in progress. However, on the mod page, the mod developer was talking about configurable doors, so maybe these doors are what you need to configure. Maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. Now to move on to the last part of this mod, Limbo. Not like the party game where you have to like squeeze your way underneath a bar. No, this is quite horrific. This limbo is very, very scary. To get into the limbo dimension, you either have to fall into the void in a pocket dimension, or by being unlucky enough by going through a door that leads to limbo. Yes, as you're going through the dungeons, you have a chance of going through a door that leads to limbo. So there's that. The Limbo dimension is a dark, gloomy, and void of life world that doesn't really have much going on at the moment. In the earlier releases of the mod, there were mobs called monoliths, but from what I've seen, they're not in this version of the mod. There are, however, red eyes that will appear randomly around you, and if you stay near them for too long, you'll be teleported back to the top of the world. This is pretty bad considering your way out of this world is by going to the deepest parts where eternal fluid is located. The good thing is that you don't take fall damage in Limbo, so that makes it pretty easy to get to the bottom. Find eternal fluid, jump in, and you'll be teleported back to the overworld in a slightly different area where you were before you went in. And the reason why my footage was so laggy is because I wasn't allocating enough RAM to Minecraft, so it doesn't have anything to do with the mod, so don't worry about that. And there you have it, Crimlets. That is the Dimensional Doors mod for 1.17. I left a few things out due to them being a work in progress, but even so, this mod still has a lot to offer. Please do tell me your favorite part of this mod in the comment section below. Personally, I like the personal pocket dimensions you can have for yourself. Thank you all so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more Minecraft mod reviews in the future. And as always, stay safe, stay smart, and stay snazzy. I love you all, and I hope to see you for the next Minecraft mod review.